Rugby Park welcomes Kilmarnock and Hibernian for a match both sides will be keen to win after contrasting fortunes over the past couple of weeks. Killie unbeaten in their last 5 league games, but sadly for them, those results included 4 draws, making 13 one-pointers this season. Well, Bobby Williamson is starting to get his best 11 players on the park, something he's rarely been able to do all season. There are still notable omissions in that lineup, of course, but the fact that he fields 6 squad numbers between 1 and 11 is a positive. And back for the first time since breaking his leg against Rangers here in the autumn is Ali McCoist, 37 years of age and talking about seeking a new deal for next season. Well, Hibs boss Alex McLeish unhappy to lose against Dundee midweek. No John Hughes today, Sean Dennis in alongside Martin McIntosh, and Paul Hartley preferred to Pat McKinlay in midfield. The third change for Hibs, the return of Frank Sauzet for Dirk Lehmann. The Frenchman broke some teeth against Hearts last week. McLeish banking on the bite, returning to midfield. The referee today, Stuart Dougal. And so off we go for the 5th meeting of these two sides this season, 3 in the league, of which each team has won 1 and drawn 1, and 1 match in the 3rd round of the CIS Insurance Cup, a game Kilmarnock won 3-2 here at Rugby Park back in October. Jerome Vareille getting an early touch of the ball down the Kilmarnock right, plays it back to Gus MacPherson. Ian Durrant trying to spin it into the box, and a great chance for McCoist, and a superb save, but the linesman's flag was up. McCoist was offside. But a real early chance for the comeback man this afternoon. Played it with his left foot, good save by the keeper, but the linesman flag was up. It is offside, free kick to Hibernian. Well, there's Alec McLeish. He plotted the downfall of Hearts last weekend. A disappointing result midweek against Dundee, but he'll be looking for 3 points again here this afternoon. Cocard with the throw into Jerome Vareille. Vareille plays it back for Ian Durrant. Durrant with the ball into the box towards McCoist. It falls for McCoist again, and a shot from Jerome Vareille, which Nick Colgan saw very late. It fell to Vareille. He hit it with the outside of his foot. Colgan saw that in time and stopped Kilmarnock taking the lead after 13.5 minutes. And so Ali McCoist's comeback match for Kilmarnock has lasted just 14 minutes and 50 seconds. He signalled to the dugout that he wanted to go off, and Kilmarnock will now make the substitution. And coming on, Samasi Abou, the former West Ham striker, signed on loan till the end of the season with the possibility of a longer-term contract here at Rugby Park. Samasi Abou on the pitch after just 15 minutes. Alistair McCoist has gone off. Obviously a reaction to that injury which kept him out of action for most of this season. Ball played forward for Pathline, and Kenny Miller holding off Freddie Dindeleux. He's got control, he has possession, he goes to the byline, gets the cross in, and Kenny Miller wins a corner. Superb play from the man who was rejected by Craig Brown midweek in favour of the Scotland under-21s. He got his cross in, and that was charged down by Lauchlan for the corner. Ian Durrant turns back the way, plays it for Jim Lauchlan. Lauchlan using his fellow central defender Freddie Dindeleux. Dindeleux striding forward, plays that ball up towards the Hibs defence, and now Samasi Abou gets the shot in, and that's not too far wide. The first flash of skill from Samasi Abou since he came on after just 15 minutes. It's a good effort, but really when you see the behind the goal replay, it was well wide of goal. Kenny Miller now for Hibernian. Can he turn in the box? He's dispossessed by Freddie Dindeleux. Dindeleux plays the ball forward. It's only as far as Sauzet though. Sauzet plays it right for Hartley. Hartley back to Collins. Collins inside for Sauzet. Sauzet looks for space for Kenny Miller. He finds him. Miller in space for the first time. The ball comes across, and Pathline tried to backheel it. It's still in play. Russell Latipe couldn't quite catch it. It's a throw into Kilmarnock, but what a chance for Hibernian. The ball coming across, and Mixu Pathline tried to backheel that one into the net. Bobby Williamson shouting instructions to this Kilmarnock side. They've played just over half an hour of this first 45 minutes. Kilmarnock have two men through the middle, Abou and Vareille. Vareille is screaming for it. It goes to Reilly though. What can Reilly do? He looks up, back to McKinlay. McKinlay back to Reilly. One of them surely can get a cross in at some point in the next 5 minutes. McKinlay forward to Reilly. Reilly to the byline. Tackle though, and Hibernian come away with the ball yet again. Ian Durrant again on the left-hand side for Kilmarnock. Inside for Abou, he has a bit of space. Abou with the shot, and that's just high and wide. Good effort though from Samasi Abou. The ball played to him by Ian Durrant. He just had that little 2 or 3 feet of space which he hadn't had so far, and that is the closest we have come to a goal here at Rugby Park this afternoon as we approach the half-time whistle. Alec McLeish in the Hibernian dugout, no doubt very unhappy with that home defeat against Dundee the other night. Looking to rectify things. Here's Vareille for Kilmarnock to Cocard. Cocard looking for space, plays it wide right. Mark Reilly now, back for Tosh McKinlay. The cross comes in, Vareille headed down, and it comes off Samasi Abou, and that is a goal kick. Vareille trying to do the right thing, but I'm afraid that ball coming off Samasi Abou. There's a cross coming in from McKinlay. Vareille with the header down, and Abou, I don't think, knew that Vareille was there. Paul Hartley with the ball out on the right, plays it back to Derek Collins. Collins forward looking for Patalainen. Patalainen finds Kenny Miller. Kenny Miller with the shot, and a good save from Gordon Marshall. Good reactions there from Kenny Miller when the ball fell to him. He got his shot in, and a good save by Gordon Marshall. So Ian Durrant looking to find some kind of opening for Kilmarnock in this first half. Vareille doing a power of running up front as he normally does. Tries to get the cross in, and he'll settle for the corner kick. The corner though to be taken by Mark Reilly. Swings it in with his left foot. Frank Soze gets the header away. Dindeleux back into the box though, and the Hibs defence in all sorts of trouble there. Hooked away in the end by Stuart Lovell. Ian Durrant tries to get the shot in, and a good job. Nick Colgan was on his line. Great effort from Ian Durrant from all of 25 yards. Took it on his chest, left foot shot, and Colgan saves the ball on the line. Cocard into Abou. Abou back to Durrant, plays it forward for Vareille with a little flick. He got lucky. Vareille plays it across, and Cocard denied. Christophe Cocard, a great chance to open the scoring. Vareille it was with a crossover, and that's great defensive play by Derek Collins. But Kilmarnock showing signs that they might just get a goal in this match. They seem to be the most potent striking force of two rather less than potent ones. Durrant looking to create a goal at this particular moment. Lauchlan up in support. Plays the ball forward, that's well cut out, and Mixu Patalainen is 1-on-2 with the Kilmarnock defence. Kenny Miller trying to get up in support, but well tackled there by Freddie Dindeleux. It's half-time here at Rugby Park. A dour first 45 minutes with very few scoring chances, possibly the best two, both fell to Kilmarnock. The first to Samasi Abou, who wasn't long on the field after coming on for Ali McCoist, had a great chance to score. And then Ian Durrant with a superb shot from 20 yards, which Nick Colgan did very well to stop on the line. Here at Rugby Park, it's Kilmarnock 0, Hibernian 0. Well, as you probably gathered, there wasn't a great deal to get excited about in that first 45 minutes of football, and really from a Kilmarnock point of view that will have been even more disappointing, because they haven't won in the league at home in their last 11 games. They've lost 6 and they've drawn the other 5, and that really has been a problem for this man this season. 13 draws is probably the biggest reason why he is sitting in 9th position before this match. There is the Scotland manager, Craig Brown, sitting alongside Kilmarnock's commercial manager, Jim McSherry. Brown no doubt watching Kenny Miller here this afternoon. He hasn't seen too much so far from the Hibs youngster. Latipi now plays it forward for Patelainen and gets a left foot shot. More of a cross really in the end, and that was well wide of Gordon Marshall's left-hand post. Patelainen in space. I actually think that was a cross, and no one managed to get on the end of it. Mixu Patelainen, having scored in each of Hibernian's last 2 matches. On the losing side against Dundee in midweek, of course, and on the winning side against Hearts last Saturday. McKinlay forward now for Vareille. He's onside. Can he control it? He does. Great chance for Jerome Vareille. And a goal for Kilmarnock. What a strike by the Frenchman. Kilmarnock have taken the lead. 7 minutes into the second half. And Jerome Vareille, the man who has brought the stadium to life. Great ball through from Tosh McKinlay. Vareille was onside. The first touch was brilliant, the second sensational, and the third magnificent. As the Marseillais booms out around Rugby Park, Kilmarnock are 1-0 in front. Bobby Williamson must be a much happier man now, having seen his side take the lead through that goal by Jerome Vareille here this afternoon. Derek Collins heading the ball forward. Patelainen, oh, he controlled that well. He got a touch of luck, but it might just break for him. Patelainen trying to play the ball through for Latipi, and they were both disappointed. He is not a happy chappy. Ian Durrant coming forward for Kilmarnock. Great ball across to Jerome Vareille. Again, good touch to control it. Can he get past? Can he get past Derek Collins? He still has possession. Plays it back for Tosh McKinlay. McKinlay cuts inside, looking for options, plays it inside. Here's Vareille again, the right foot shot. Good save by Nick Colgan, and he did well to keep that and play the goalkeeper. Great effort from Jerome Vareille. Lovely ball inside from Tosh McKinlay on the right foot, first time effort. Good save by Colgan. Substitution for Hibernian, Russell Latipi, who hasn't had the best of games, going off, and on comes Dirk Lehmann. Latipi off this week again on his travels with Trinidad and Tobago. He hasn't had a great game here in Kilmarnock this afternoon. Can Dirk Lehmann do any better for Hibs? The ball launched forward by Hibernian, falls to Kenny Miller. Looks for space, can't find it. Dispossessed by Ian Durrant. Now Tom Smith coming forward. Great tackle from Christophe Cocard. Samasi Abou runs forward. Jerome Vareille peels off to the left. Abou has to play it to Vareille. Vareille in space. What a chance for Kilmarnock. He looks as if he may have taken too many touches. And a right foot shot wide of goal. Vareille protesting, I'm not sure what about. I think he just kept that ball for just a fraction too long. He's suggesting that was a corner, but I think the replay shows that ball went out of play from Vareille's right foot. And there's Alec McLeish changing things, trying to get Hibs back into this game. He can't be pleased with the way they played this afternoon. Hibs trying to get forward, trying to find an opening. Patelainen will knock this one into the box. Hartley heads it back. Cleared by Gus MacPherson. Falls to Sauzet. Good control by the Frenchman. It's on his left foot. It's a great shot. Good save by Gordon Marshall. Great effort from Frank Sauzet. On the left foot. And Marshall couldn't hold it, but he did well to save it. Lauchlan launches it forward. Won by Cocard. Good covering by Derek Collins. It's only as far as Reilly though. Reilly with a chance to shoot. Goes for the cross. Falls to Vareille. Samasi Abou. Great shot. Just wide. Another great chance for Kilmarnock. The Frenchman teaming up. Abou with the shot. And it's high, wide and handsome. Lovely flick for Tosh McKinlay. The cross comes over for Abou. It's left. Ian Durrant leaves it for Gus MacPherson. Mark Reilly with it. Plays it left for Tosh McKinlay. McKinlay inside for Cocard. Cocard plays it back for McKinlay. McKinlay with the ball into the box for Abou. Abou controls it. Leaves it for Cocard. Cocard onto his left foot. Going for the corner, still in play. McKinlay this time, they're lining up. Oh, it's off the post by Jerome Vareille. Holt was there as well. Vareille shouted, he had the header. It's come back off the post. A great effort from Kilmarnock. Nick Colgan saved by the woodwork. It's a corner kick to Kilmarnock on the right-hand side. Pressing forward, looking for the goal, which will surely ensure 3 points for them this afternoon. Mark Reilly with it, left-footed into the box. Headed away by Patalainen. Gary Holt trying to control it. He's hounded by Hartley. Holt still has the ball. Stuart Lovell the win possession for Hibernian. He'll let that one go for a goal kick. Well, Kilmarnock have a one-goal lead, but they came so close to a second one there, and Alec McLeish knows it. And a sub for Hibernian, the experienced head of Pat McKinlay is coming on, and Paul Hartley is the man who is going off. Hartley's had not a bad game for Hibs this afternoon, but he was just showing signs of tiring in the last 5 or 10 minutes. And Pat McKinlay, who knows how to battle, is on for Hibernian. Lovell forward for Lehman. Kilmarnock have possession again. Jerome Vareille into Durrant. Vareille wins the ball on the right-hand side. Good tackle back though by Tom Smith. He lost out originally, did Smith, but he stuck to his task. But Kilmarnock have won a corner. So another corner on the right-hand side for Kilmarnock. It'll be taken left-footed by Mark Reilly. Ball comes across, the header in from Cocard, and it's just wide. Well, Cocard is one of the smallest men in the Kilmarnock lineup, and definitely one of the smallest men in the penalty box there. He got his head to that. And although there was a defender on the line, Hibs happy to see that one go past the post. 5 minutes left for play. Kilmarnock 1-0 ahead. Throw into Hibs on the left-hand side. Good tracking back by Samasi Abou there. But still Hibs have possession. Pressing forward, looking for an equaliser. Martin McIntosh. Inside to Stuart Lovell. Lovell plays the ball across. Picked up by McKinlay. Back for Sosie. Sosie in for Kenny Miller. Miller's through! He scored, but he's offside. The assistant referee's flag was up. Great determination by Kenny Miller to control this ball and blast it into the net. Sosie it was who played the ball in. Kenny Miller, great control, and the ball into the net, but it's been chopped off. Kilmarnock breathe again. And you can see the reaction of Alec McLeish to that decision. 2 extra minutes of this match will be played. Bobby Williamson just wants his team to hang on for what would be only their second home victory in the league this season. A quite amazing statistic. They haven't won at home in the league since their opening game back on August the 7th against Aberdeen, when they recorded a 2-0 victory. Referee Stuart Dougal looks at his watch. Gary Holt for Kilmarnock plays it forward for Christoph Cocard. Cocard, what will he do? He plays it down left for Tosh McKinlay. McKinlay looking to retain possession. He's lost possession. It's a Hibernian throw-in. The whistle will be going any minute now. The 2 minutes of stoppage time have been played, and Stuart Dougal brings to an end Kilmarnock's first home victory since August. Bobby Williamson salutes the crowd. It's a desperately needed result for Kilmarnock this afternoon. They've won the match by a single goal to nil. A superb piece of skill by Jerome Vareille. The ball was played through by Tosh McKinlay. Vareille had a superb first touch on the edge of the box, controlled it, and a fantastic shot into the back of the net behind Nick Colgan. That was enough to give Kilmarnock all 3 points at Rugby Park here this afternoon. The final score, Kilmarnock 1, Hibernian 0. Goals have been hard to come by, but a magnificent strike from Vareille and great build-up work as well.
Yeah, it was a great goal. Tosh has played a great ball through to him. He's controlled it superbly well, and you're hoping for him to go and head towards goal, but he ducked out onto his right, and you think, don't pass it, have a go. And thankfully for us, Jerome had a go, and it's found its way in the back of their net, and I'm delighted for Jerome. He works hard.
And tell me about your goal today, because you looked very happy to have scored.
No, just because, you know, I'm working hard, very hard, and I didn't play since a long time. Now I'm still very fit, and I score goals, so it's very good for me and for my confidence.
It's good we can stay unbeaten, but as I said, draws have killed us, Jim, and that's been a big problem. Teams are losing games and then going on and winning a couple and then losing. We just seem to be picking up draws and staying unbeaten, but it's not good to this stage of the season. We've really got to get the victories. It was a hard-fought match today, but I'm delighted with 3 points.
Today it was very important to win the game. We've done it, so I'm happy. I'm happy for the team, for the staff, and for the club.